And then we get a clip of Liger from Japan wrestling Benoit. This is a time period where we still hadn't seen Japan stuff. So, and wrestling in Japan, unless it was a magazine. And honestly, this was some interesting clips to look at, Doc. That was my note. What did you have?
Yeah, I always like this stuff. And Japan is on the far edge of the earth, right before you fall off. So
flat earth, right? Yeah, it's on the edge.
What?
He's making a joke about Japan being so far away, which it was when we were young.
That's why it's called the Far East.
No shit. My point is, it was like, dude, when somebody said Japan when we were kids, I mean, you may as well have said it was on fucking Jupiter.
Yeah.
There was no chance of us getting there.
Did they have electricity over there yet?
Right. Like, I'm not trying to insult the good people of Japan. My point is, if you said, "Oh, Japanese wrestling," it was as far away as people wrestling on Jupiter.
I mean, when they said Terry Gordy went to the Far East to learn a hold and he came back with the Asiatic spike, I was scarred. I was probably ushered into some racism for years to come after that. And I want to apologize.
Like Harper always said when he was talking about all of Hogan's feuds with Earthquake and all this stuff, he's like, bro, I ate that shit up. Well, guess what? When they told us Terry Gordy went to the Far East to learn the Asiatic spike, I ate that shit up.
Boy, no kidding. I was like, I wonder how long it took him to learn that shit. And then, our first shit was they killed David over there.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Bro, let me tell you, we make fun of stuff.
The first two things I ever heard about Japan in my entire life was they bombed us, and that's where David Von Erich died.
Oh,
David Von Erich died. Yeah.
I mean, and then I didn't know if Malaysia was part of Japan or what, but then Terry Gordy comes back with that spike and starts laying people out. I did not have a favorable view of our friends in the Asian Pacific.
Bro, he went to Japan and learned the spike and came back and was spiking people when they were bleeding from the mouth. And let me tell you something. In the words of Hardbody Harper, I ate that shit up.
Of course, 2 spoons, bro. I got 2 hands and I had 2 spoons.
Bro,
and I was eating it on turbo. I was pushing the turbo.
I was gonna say, I never forget watching it. I'm watching it on NBC in New Orleans, channel 6, 10:35 p.m. on a Sunday night. Terry Gordy with the spike. I'm like, holy shit, that really could kill a man. I mean, just eating it up like a freaking mark that I was. I mean, what do you want me to say, man?
It is what it is. But the only reign for Larry Zbyszko here is now over.
Harper, I tried to summarize
75 days.
75 days, that's it. Harper, what was it that you ate up with Hogan? I forgot. What feuds were it? Was it?
The Earthquake one and Bundy. Fuck, you know what else? Dude, Zeus. I thought, because I remember on fucking on Saturday night's main event, Hogan was going to take on the Big Boss Man in the cage, and Zeus was on the stairs blocking Hogan's way, and he just beats the shit out of Hogan, right, with these real shitty looking double axe handles, and then Beefcake comes in with a chair and hits Zeus with the chair, and Zeus just turns around and looks at him.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I remember thinking, bro, back then, the fucking steel chair, I mean, that was a nuclear bomb, bro. Like, no one got up for the fucking steel chair. And when Zeus just turned around and looked at him, I was like, what in the fuck are they going to do? This motherfucker just took a chair and it did nothing.
He's not a real human.
He's not. He's a machine.
I remember that. I thought the same thing. I was like, Jesus, what are they going to... There's no way Hogan's going to beat him. This dude he just shrugged off a chair. And like Harper said, that chair was like a nuclear bomb. Yeah, if he can withstand that, it's over.
Yeah. If you get hit with a chair, I don't give a fuck who you were. It was 1, 2, 3, and you're fucking down. It did nothing to him. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And I was like, wait, he's from a movie, but apparently he's real.
Bro, it was like he had a force field around him when a chair hit him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's continue. Speaking of things we just ate up, boy. Hey, Paulie's got something to say about Sting's injury. I want to get to this soundbite so you can hear what's going on.